Hey y'all, this is Kelly with Homeschooling Abridged, and today I thought I'd show you my book haul. All of this except for this one, it came in today from Amazon, and I thought I would add it to the list. We got from Second and Charles, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that Second and Charles is like my favorite place to go to. And me and my boys spent the Sunday afternoon together up there and just had a blast. So I thought I would show you the books and talk a little bit about why I chose them. This is Nathan Hale's Hazardous Tales, One Dead Spy. It is the first book in this series. Okay, they're just going to fall. I can tell you that Ninja loves them. Tree hasn't had a chance to really look through them. Ninja got some for his birthday, and he's been just basically hoarding them. They all have a map in the beginning. On the back deal, it has a hazard level, and they all have had different colors that we've picked up, so I don't know if there's a meaning to them necessarily, but it does tell you within here the content concerns, so that's nice, because some kids are a bit more sensitive to things. I know Ninja is, and he's just now getting to where he could read some more things. He read the Donner Party one before bed. I did not realize that. He said it was a life choice he truly regretted. But anyway, here is the insides. Nice graphic novel. He left. Oh no, he's already reading this book. It just came in today. It's the next one in our Guest Hollow American History 01 class, and he has already taken the book and ran off with it. But as you can see, it's a good graphic novel and historically accurate, which is important to me. I'll set that aside. Now, this first book was bought for fun. The title made me laugh. And Quackery, A Brief History of the Worst Ways to Cure Everything. A delightful, disturbing, and delightfully disturbing, says the Atlas Obscuria. It is written by Lydia Kang, MD, and Nate Pedersen. What sold me on this book is Deborah Blum, author of The Poisoner's Handbook, said, fascinating fun, a cautionary tale that should resonate even today. And if you've not read her book, I highly recommend it. We read it last year. Added it into our Guest Hollow Chemistry in the Kitchen. It takes the elements, poison, and real life stories where people use them to kill other people, and the story behind that. And a very good story to get a background of history in the early 1918s, 1920s. It starts really pre-World War I, of what it was like in America, the smog and corruption, really, and about the very first people who were corners. It was very interesting. PBS did an excellent documentary on it. So anyway, when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I want that. And I will read it no matter what for fun, but it just wants to slide around with that hardback. It will be more than likely added, to our Guest Hollows biology book next year. We can pick through and find things that go through it, or just read it through. I'm not quite sure how we'll do it just yet, but it's got all the crazy things that people thought actually work. Leeches. It makes my skin crawl. And so that was just a fun book. And then we have another Hazardous Tales, Blades of Freedom. It's a level Furious. It's got quite a bit in it. And I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure this is part of our schooling too. But with Guest Hollow, I haven't quite looked. I don't know if I'm assuming it's toward the end of this year, but I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember. Oh, the Louisiana Purchase is right there in the front. I am really going, aren't I? It's after 8. My brain has fried. But anyway, I'm collecting these books for Ninja anyway. When I saw this, I was excited because it is part of this year's Guest Hollow American History 1. It's one that we will be reading soon. Sophia's War, A Tale of the Revolution, and by, I'm not for sure, is that Avi? I've never quite known how to say his name right. I will say, if you are members of Scribed, which we are, this book is part of your Scribed membership as an ebook and an audiobook, which I have in my playlist. But when I saw that they had an actual physical copy, I always like to have one on hand, just in case something goes wrong when you live in the boondocks. You don't always have good internet. This one is The Great Fire, about the London fire. I lost anything that I'd had in my library from Harvey on this subject, and so I was happy to see it. It is an older book, and as you can see, it's got lovely pencil drawings, which I love. Just passed it, didn't I? I see it. Oh, come on. These old books want to stick together. And there's one of the fire. And so I just really love it. It's got nice size print. If print font is an issue, I know Tree is dyslexic and it can be an issue. It's by Monica Dickens and illustrated by Rocco Nick. I don't know how to say that. By Doubleday Publishing. And I don't know when. I honestly didn't look. But we can see real quick. 1973. So it's old, but it's not, real old. And then this was the first one I found. Mosque by David Macaulay. And this was the one that we were missing from our architecture set. And Tree loves architecture, and so we love his books. And right now they're using the new How Things Work with their guest hollow physics class, and they're really loving it, though they do wonder why mammoths are on every page. Oh my God, I know, babe. But we will do a flip through of this one on its own so y'all can see some of the gorgeous illustrations. But anyway, that is the stock from my haul, and it was fun. Excuse me. I hope y'all had fun with me. I like showing off my books. I'll talk to you later. Bye.